Oh, Clinch Camp, let's get started. All right, I'm very excited to teach y'all the art of clinching today. So for those of you who have not met, Coach Dan, a lot of familiar faces, but some not. So happy to kind of run you through all the basics. So so before we begin, so of course, hands be together. And what do we say? Swati crab. Okay, so by show of hands, who here has done clinching and skip knees does not count? So if you've done more than that, raise your hands. A little more than that. Okay, all right. So relatively new to it. It's all good. So before I get you started with a warm up, right? So understand that Muay Thai is unique in that it has this grappling component, right? The clinch work. So a lot of people consider Muay Thai clinching a sport within a sport, right? Because it has its own sort of strategy, techniques, and kind of methods, right? The stance is different from your traditional Muay Thai stance. So we're gonna go through all of that. And the key is I'm not here to try to teach you a bunch of random techniques. I'm gonna teach you techniques, but if I can get you understanding the principles of clinching, right? Your balance, how to manipulate someone's body weight, sensitivity, those sorts of things, then you can start kind of figuring things out on your own beyond this camp, right? Because I couldn't possibly condense the entirety of clinching into 2 hours. I can only scratch the surface really, and then, but I want to empower you guys to be able to start discovering things and putting things into practice in your own training. So with that being said, we are gonna warm up with just your skip knees, right? So why the heck not? It's clinch camp. So I want you to, for a solid minute, I want you to think about grabbing the back of someone's head and the other hand on top, right? So see how I have both hands, one palm cupping over my knuckles, keeping your elbows close. And I don't want you to pull like this, right? You don't have no pulling power. I want you to think about pulling off to your sides, right? Almost like to your pockets. So as you skip knee, whichever knee you know, right? Either like this, or swinging your leg back, drive your knees forward for a minute and think, making sure you keep your hands tight. I don't want to see hands drifting below past your waist. Keep it nice and tight. You're not gonna get that much effect on someone doing all of this. Trust me, you're not gonna actually pull someone's head down that far. So keep it tight. And this is just gonna get us warmed up a little bit, and then we're gonna right away get into more stuff. Yeah. So let's get to it. Give me a minute of skip knees. And tell you what, I want you to, we're gonna do a couple, 2 rounds. So 1 round of skip knees, 30 seconds of shadow boxing, and then skip knees again for a minute, and then 30 seconds of shadow boxing. So, and then we're gonna go right away into some other stuff. So ready, and go, skip knees, 1 minute. Shadow boxing, 30 seconds. And time. Okay, so just wherever you are. So quickly, we're gonna need our nice limber necks today. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna shake your head, yes. Nice and easy. Don't go for full extension, just tiny little nods, yes. I'm doing my job right. You all should have sore necks tomorrow. Not injured necks, just sore necks. So you're gonna shake your head no, nice and easy. Good, good. You're gonna tilt your head side to side like a metronome. Feel that stretch in the side of your neck. Good. You're gonna, what you're gonna do is you're kind of it's like a sprinkler, right? So you're gonna nod and rotate your neck at the same time. So going about, not 180, but just a little bit of extension, right? literally a sprinkler.
Well, let's get right into it, right? So
First thing we gotta work on is our posture, right? So we all kind of have learned the basic Muay Thai stance. Y'all gotta forget about that for the next hour or so, right? The stance in clinching is different, very, very different for a lot of different reasons, right? So what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna be square, right? This is the one time you're allowed to be square in Muay Thai. So, so we're gonna start from the toes up. So I'm not like pointing my toes out like this. I'm going to flare my feet out, pointing out at about a 45-degree angle either way. From here, I'm gonna just lift up off my heels just a little bit. I'm not wearing like stilettos, but I'm not flat-footed either. Just a little bit of heels off the ground, so we start engaging our legs. And then from here, I have a bend in my knees. I'm gonna tuck in my hip a little bit so that I'm nice and relaxed and kind of sink down into the floor without actually sinking down into the floor. I should feel very weighted here. And then from here, we're just gonna worry about this. We're gonna start worry about the lower body here first. So you should be able to kind of like walk around, move around in this position. So move around, feel it out a little bit, start getting used to it. Try to keep your feet wide, a little bit more than shoulder width apart, right? Don't go into a lead right now. You wanna keep it like this. Yeah, so keep both feet, keep your hips square. Yes, hips square, hips square. That's it. Yeah, you should feel very, very relaxed. You're moving around. You should be able to kind of walk around here for a while, get used to it. Try not to let your heels sink to the floor. Try to keep your heels just a little bit off the ground, right? We don't want to be flat-footed in the clinch. Good. Nice. Yeah, good. Very good. Yeah, a little bit wider. Yeah. So yeah, don't. Yeah, keep it square. Hips square. Good. Very nice. So nice time. So everyone's got that down. Probably gonna forget about it as we start getting into your actual clinching. But we're gonna. We always want to think about coming back to that position, right? So the reason we don't want, Donna, can I use you? So the reason we want to be square, right, is as opposed to in our traditional Muay Thai stance, is we want to think about what is the most dangerous weapon in the clinch, which is our knees, our straight knees, right? These knees, as I'm sure you like held the pads and stuff, like, you feel it, right? You feel it go right through your gut, even with pads on, right? So imagine a hard knee, whoop, no protection, right? You're just eating it on your abs. So it's gonna hurt. It's gonna really hurt. It's gonna kill your cardio very quickly. So that's why when we want to be square, because I want to be this close with my opponent, because I want to close off that window of opportunity for his knees, unless I can start setting up my own knees, right? But as a general rule, we want to be very, very close, hips square, so that he can't knee me from here, not effectively anyway. So that's part of it too. We also want to have our toes pointed out, because if he is foot square like this, it's actually very easy for me to off balance him, move him wherever I want. But if he flares out his feet a little bit wider, yeah, and like he can resist a little bit more. If I push him away, he can start making all these little micro adjustments with his balance, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, before I have you guys partner up, what we're gonna think about, I'm gonna review the basic strategies you're trying to accomplish in clinch, right? In clinch, you're trying to score elbows, right? The elbow strikes. You're trying to score knees. Ideally, if I can set it up, I want to get these knees because they're A, more damaging, B, more high scoring. C, it might be try to sweep or off balance him, dump him to the floor, right? Which is not necessarily a point in Muay Thai clinching, but it does look very good, right? Because it looks like you're the stronger person. You want to look like the stronger, more dominant person in clinching. Number 4 is probably if you don't like clinching or you know the other person is a better clincher, you're trying to get out as quickly as possible or neutralize their clinch, right? So you might be trying to score your strikes, or if you know that you're the weaker clincher, you're trying to get out to neutralize their clinch as quickly as possible. So with that being said, we're gonna just work a basic positioning. So from here, what we're gonna do is, so if a partner, you're both gonna be in your clinch stance. We're both gonna have one hand in the back of each other's head. So I'm not gonna go to the back of the neck, right? That's to be nice, and I'm not, for sure not going to the shoulder. We're teaching going over real clinch work today. So I'm going to the back of the crown of my partner's head, right? So right here on top, right? And my elbow is gonna be tucked in right here, like by his clavicle. And then Dominic's gonna do the same thing to me, right? One hand here, and we're gonna stay nice and tall. And we're both going to have our free hand on the crook of each other's elbows, right? This is where we wanna be. So we're just gonna and then from here, we're just gonna move around a little bit, get used to this position, right? Hips close, right? So if I move forward, Dominic has to adjust with me, hips close, right? It's like, you say like, we just say like middle school dance, like you gotta keep distance, right? Leave room for Jesus. There's no room for Jesus in clinching. You gotta get close, right? And get comfortable being in this position, right? So so with a partner, you're gonna be nice and relaxed. You're just gonna find this position. You're gonna establish the basic grips, work on that posture we have that we just practiced. And then we're gonna build on from here, yeah? So, thank you, Dominic. So let's find a partner, preferably someone of similar, if you came with a partner, work with them, but preferably someone of similar build, so it's not overwhelmingly, so we don't have to worry about height differences. So that'll work. I think, I'm just keep using So we're gonna work on a little bit of flowing, right? So this is just to kind of develop a little bit of sensitivity. This is to get used to swimming into position. We do call it, a lot of grappling arts call it swimming. So don't think of it as too combative, right? It's important to establish right away. You gotta be super relaxed in clinch, right? If you're like tense all the time, like especially like when we've got like an hour and a half to go, you're gonna be tired like 10 minutes into this, right? The more relaxed you are, even if it's like kind of like, oh, this is weird, like you just gotta like breathe into all your muscles, relax them, like, right? So that A, you don't expending unnecessary energy. B, so that you can start feeling a little bit more, right? If you're tense, it's hard for you to kind of read what your partner is doing, right? And so much of this is based on touch sensitivity as opposed to visual sensitivity, right? You have to kind of just feel what your partner is doing. So with that being said, right, we're both gonna be in this position and we're gonna work on swimming, so some people call it 50-50, right? So we're both have one hand on the back of the head, one hand on the elbow, and I'm just gonna swim in my other hand, and he's gonna do the same, kind of move with me, right? So now we've gone to the other position, right? Same thing, except all hands are switched. So we just kind of start flowing together like this, whoop, right? Keeping our hands level, like, and we're just kind of going at our own pace, right? So Dominic can also technically initiate it. So if he starts swimming, then I have to swim with him, right? So we're not competing with each other. We're just getting a feel, and we're just transitioning from one side of the body to the other. Notice that as I'm doing it, my head is also switching positions, right? So right now, if both our right hands are on top of each other's head, my head's off to the left, to the left, right? And then as I go transition, my head moves off to the other side, right? Like so. So just with your partner, work on swimming in like so. Small details right here is if I swim in, I don't want to drop like. Oops, there it is. I knew this would be an issue. All right, so when I swim in, I don't want to just drop my hand and go all this way, right? It's going to be a very small transition where I try to swim in my hand as narrow as possible, maybe even staying connected to his arm and transitioning this way, right? And as it goes here, my hand stays nice and connected, nice and tight, and goes in, right? And the other hand just has to go to the crook of the elbow, right? Keep it nice and relaxed, right? Almost like think about letting your non-controlling hand just be super relaxed and just hanging on the crook of your partner's elbow. Yep. So real quick, let's get with our partners and just practice that transition. And time. Okay. Start getting some more. Swim. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Okay, so one other just make sure the other hand's on the elbow. So both hands always got to be attached to your partner's body, either their arm or their head. Swim into this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to get to the undermost, right? So this is good. Hands a little higher. Yep. Hands a little tighter. Yep. Good. There it is. There it is. Good. Yep. Good. Nice. Hand a little higher. Whoop. Yes. Good, good, good. Yeah. Swim in, swim under, so the hand goes underneath. Yes, yes. Both. Whoop. Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. Try to stay tall. Whoop. Don't bow your head, right? Try to look up at the horizon. Flow drill, right? Is now we're gonna pummel, right? This is you see it a lot in wrestling, but it works in clinches in Muay Thai clinch as well, right? So instead of trying to swim into go here, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start trying to get to the underhooks, right? So this is the position I want to get into, but we're not. My partner's not gonna let me get there, right? We're still flowing. So from this position, the hand that is on my partner's arm is just gonna swim in over, and I'm gonna try to get here. But as I do that, Dominic's also gonna try to do the same thing. The other way, like swim over. Yes, yes. So now what's gonna happen is we're gonna start flowing into pummeling, right? So one hand, so we both have one arm underneath, like, right? And I can kind of I have to see how my hand, one of our hands is on our lat, our partner's lat. So then as you transition, I swim over like this, whoop, and he does the same thing, right? So we start pummeling like this, boom, boom, right? And we start transitioning our head as well, moving our body. I'm still maintaining my clinch stance. I'm doing a little bit of a step each time, but I'm not like doing like a wrestling pummeling would be more like really more bladed, where we're kind of really 1 foot forward. And when we're pummeling in more of a Thai clinch, it's a little bit more subtle, right? I am stepping, but see how I'm still staying in my clinch stance. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So think about hand transitioning over, right? And they're gonna do the exact same thing, right? So let's get with our partners real quick, practice that, and then we'll move on. Yeah, good. Whoop. Huh? So it's gonna be one hand underneath to the armpit, other hand's gonna be resting on their elbow. So let's see. You guys gotta get closer. You literally like body to body. Yeah. So one. Good. That's better. Yeah. But see how both on the inside. You gotta always fight for one position to be on the armpit, underneath the armpit. So see how you have this arm underneath. Brenda's arm is underneath. This arm that's got to be relaxed right here, right? So if I can do it with you real quick, Brenda. So from here, so I transition into this, and you could do the same thing to mine. My other hand is just on the quick with the elbow, and we start swimming. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So see how the hand that's not underneath, it's right here resting on the elbow,
so
right?
One hand is like this.
Yeah.
And the other hand is like this.
Yes, and then we transition. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, yeah. So one arm is underneath the armpit, the other hand is just resting on their elbow. Yeah. So one. So from here, arm, can you use it? Get out. Oh yeah. So from here, one hand here, one hand here. We start here. I see how I swim in to this armpit. And then you do the same. Yeah, you do the same thing. Other hand is resting on each other's elbow. Your hand is resting on my elbow, right?
Okay.
And then I transition, and then your hand just goes here.
What do I do?
We're flowing. We're flowing. We're doing the exact same thing. See how we're just working together? Whoop. Just flow, Joe. 50-50, right?
Which one flows?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
You're constantly transitioning, right?
Okay.
This is the clinch. The fundamental of clinch work is just constantly flowing from one position to the next.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're both going to always be in the same position. You're going to be neutral. You guys got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. That's it. Yeah. Don't fight it too much, right? Just so not one hand is here. So it's here. Ooh. Your hand goes here. So your arm swims in underneath. So we're always fighting for the underhook, which is underneath the armpit. Get it here. So my arm goes underneath, and your arm goes underneath. Yes. So think like it's like this motion. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
The head position is. How's the head position? So my
As you one hand, with my left hand's forward, my head's off to the right.
to the right. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going this way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it. 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 So feel it. So feel it. Feel it. Feel it. We'll break a sec. Feel it. Together. See how I go underneath, and you go underneath. Yeah. And then your hand swims over.
Okay.
Swims over. Swims over. Go like so. See how we're here. See how my hand goes over your arm, your bicep. Yeah, and you do the same thing, right? Yes. That's it. Oh, and your hand's got to transition to here. Yeah. So right. So feel it. Ooh. Better. Yes. That's it. Boom. 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 Good. Yeah. These things are important, right? Because clinch is all about trying to transition from one position to the next. You're trying to get to a strong position, right? If they get a strong position on you, then you have to figure out ways to flow to try to get out of it, to transition into a new position, right? So it's a constant game of getting to a dominant position or trying to neutralize their ability to get into dominant position, right? We're going to work into getting into that double collar tie that we've all learned for clinching, but now you kind of should better understand like it's all about sensitivity, flow, kind of like. And a lot of you are like, wait, where am I putting my hands? And that's okay. That's part of the learning process. So, Dominic. So here's what we're gonna do. Right now we're gonna both be we're gonna start neutral, just like this. Whoop. And then from here, one of us, so I'll go first, is going to just swim in to the dominant position, right? Which is where we do our skip knees, right? So now one hand is already resting on the crown of my partner's head. My other hand goes here, right? So now my one palm is over the other. And from here, my elbows are in tight. My forearm, the bones of my forearm are around his neck. And I'm just gonna relax right here a little bit and I want you to start feeling like what it's like to like really get this position and hold it, not tight. I'm not trying to like crank my partner's neck. Think of it less as like a pull, more like just like you're like a koala. You just want to like fall asleep on your partner's neck, and it's your partner's job to try to stay upright. Right now, it's a bit of a neck workout for Dominic, and I'm just gonna relax here. Right, I sink my legs to the floor. I keep this strong position. My head's off to one side, and then I'm just gonna let go. And then so we reestablish 50-50. Now Dominic's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna swim. Yeah, he's gonna swim underneath. Swim underneath. Yep. Whoop. Both one hand over. Yeah, tight. And then just relax. Yeah, even more. Hips closer. Yeah. And then just relax. Right. Boom. Yeah. Think about hanging on my neck. Yep. That's better. So as a person who's getting grabbed like this, just make sure your hands are on the crook of your elbow. Right. I don't want to have it free here because then he can start doing whatever he wants. And I want to at least have my hands here on his arm so I can fight him a little bit when he's getting to this position. Right. And then he lets go. And then we reset to this, and then I'm gonna go again, right? Nice and easy. I'm just gonna swim in, establish my dominant position, right? A good rule of thumb in clinching is you want to get your arms in on the inside, right? My arms on the inside of his arms, so I'm generally in a better position than he is, right? This is where I can start working my skip knees, but I just want you to get used to getting to this position, right? And then I'm gonna let go, and then Dominic's gonna do the same thing. Whoop! He's gonna swim in, one hand in. I'm just gonna let him establish that double collar tie, both hands on the crown of my neck, and he's gonna relax, keep his head a little bit tighter. Yeah, just like that. Yep. So let's play with that a little bit, and then we'll move on. Koala, just whoop. Yeah.
Are you gonna teach us how to get out of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands a little closer together. Yeah. Like one palm over knuckles. Yeah. And then relax. Yeah. Whoosh. Good. Nice. Yeah. Nice sound. Good. And time. Okay. So if the person grabbing is doing their job right, it should be pretty uncomfortable. You should feel like you're like being dragged, your neck's being dragged down to the floor. And if it doesn't feel like that, your partner's doing it wrong. So, but to get to that position and to hold it is actually extremely difficult in like actual clinch sparring fighting, right? People are gonna fight it. Like they know. They know that this is like a bad position where their opponent has both hands on the back of their head, right? They're gonna start getting pulled in the knees. So they're gonna fight you as much as possible. So to be able to hold that position is difficult, right? But it's usually what it's taught to beginners because like right, so you develop the conditioning, learn how to throw knees in the clinch. But from here we're gonna learn how to get out of it, right? So. So we're gonna do. I want you to think about flowing, transitioning from one position to the next. So one person's always gonna get the dominant position. So let's say Dominic here has that dominant position, and you're not gonna fight it. The person here is not gonna fight it too much. I just want you to start. This is more of like a framework for us to build off of, right? So we're just gonna learn different ways to break his grip on here, right? I could try to just swim in, but that's usually not gonna happen. They're gonna keep it tight, but nice and relaxed. Your partner is just gonna hang on a little bit, not too heavy like we were just doing. So we're gonna play with some options, right? So the first one is as I've talked about before, you want to make sure you have both hands somewhere on their body. In this case, I'm resting my hands like on the crookeds of the elbows, right? Because if he starts trying to pull me around, right, just pull me around wherever, right? I can try to fight him a little bit with my arms, right? My arms versus his. But if I just don't have anything and he pulls me around, then I'm in a lot of trouble, right? So you always want to be attached to your partner with your arms. So with that being said, so we're gonna play with a couple of options, right? So option one is we're gonna go pushing, pulling. I push up and pull down. Doesn't matter which hand you go, but from here, one hand drifts to underneath his elbow. The other hand stays exactly where it is. I push up and pull down, and I break his grip, and then I transition into the Galakai. And then so Dominic's gonna do the same thing. One hand drifts, doesn't matter which. That pushes up. The other pushes down, right? Yeah, and then transition, right? And then both hands, yes. So this is just to learn some basic transition. In reality, if I get that, this is an elbow. This is an elbow. You're trying to elbow, but we're not elbowing right now. So don't get too crazy here. So one more time. And what you want to do is try to make it simultaneous, right? So I don't want to do push then pull. I want to do same time, right? And that's a bit more explosive, a little bit more violent, but it's much more effective. Same thing, Dominic is gonna go push, pull. Whoop, yeah, good. And then right from there, again, push, pull. Whoop. Doesn't matter which arm you go, just play with it, yes. See, I can go push, pull this way, right? So one arm pulls down, one arm pushes up, and then I transition. And then he does it to me again, whoop, boom, good. Yeah, and try to do one hand at a time, right? So as you transition, I will go the hand that's closer, the hand that pushes is a little bit closer to his neck. So that hand's gonna go first, and then my other hand's gonna go, right? One more time. Whoop. Yeah, exactly, just like that. So I'm gonna give you two options right away. So that's the first one. The second one here is going to be, don't punch him, but I am going to push his face, right? So I am going to put my palm against his chin and push him away a little bit, just enough for my other hand to swim in. And now I can transition here. I'm just pushing his head away to create space, right? Do the same thing to me. Push my head away, yep. And then now there's like room for him to swim underneath, right? So from here, I push, doesn't matter which direction, right? Like right into his chin, and I'm not pushing him straight back. I'm pushing him kind of off at an angle. And then there's enough space for me to transition into here. Dominic does the same thing. Whoop, and whoop. Yes, good. So we have two options, right? First one is push, pull, whoop, and I go. He does whatever he wants, right? Maybe I do the second one, pushing away, not too hard, right? Just enough to make it uncomfortable, and then he does whatever he wants. Well, yeah, he does push, pull again. That's totally cool. But you're just working on transitioning from a strong position. You're trying to working on getting out of a bad position, then you get the good position, and then your partner does the same thing, right? It's not combative, just again, about flowing, feeling different things, and then we're gonna make it slowly but surely make it more combative, more and a little bit more like what it would actually take to break out of these positions. Make sense? Any questions? Nope. All right, let's get to it. Yeah. Yeah. try to make it a little bit more up, down. Yeah, really think about pushing the elbow up, pulling the elbow down at the same time.
So I'm pulling this one down.
Yeah. A little bit more. So see it. Whoop, whoop.
And then.
Yeah, and then the other hand swims in. Yeah. So whatever hand that pushes. Better. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Good. Nice. Get in tighter. Whoop. Yeah. Try to transition your hands here. Yeah. Try to keep your head up a little bit taller. Your head is taller. Yeah. And then work your way out of it. So reset. Yeah. I want you to pull this hand, push with this. Oh. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Yes. And tight. Yeah. Woo. Over. Yes. Mm-hmm. Reach it over for the face push. Yeah. So one more time. So one more time. Get it tight. I push over. See how it's over, and then I swim in. Yeah. Yeah, nice. That's it.
I got a question about the
Yeah.
crossfits.
So you gotta go for the. Oh, no. So you go in this case because of it where his chin is. I want you to bring this hand, push into his jaw. Whoop. Yeah. Even more, slowly. Yeah. See how it starts creating space, and then other hand swims in. Yeah. And now, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah. But reach over. Okay, so, and time. Okay. So, we're gonna now look at those two positions. There are other ways to break out of grips, but we'll stick with, I wanna keep moving on. So, here's what we're gonna do. Now you're gonna have to fight your way out of it a little bit, right? Not too intense, but it's gonna be a little bit more challenging, right? So Dominic, now, because like in reality, to get out of this position, right? If I have it and you just kind of like go light and try to do one of those grips and break out, right? Try to break it out, yeah, right? It's like, well, nope, not working, huh? Not working. So now we have to add our lower body mechanics into to actually get out of a good position, right? A good strong dominant position, right? Because if they're in a strong dominant position, they're theoretically using their whole body to control you, right? It's tight, right? They're relaxed into their stance. Their whole body is working. So you have to do the same thing, right? You got to learn to use your body, not just your arms, to break out of it. So if Dominic has that position, and hold it really tight, like super, like it's like you're squeezing like a vacuum seal, right? And I try to do this, right? It's not gonna work for me. All of a sudden, it's not all of a sudden it's like this thing I just taught you is failed. Not really. I just have to start using my lower body to add some power into it, right? So instead of just trying to push-pull, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whichever hand pulls, I'm going to also swing that leg back, right? So see how whichever hand has control has the hand on top of the crook of the elbow, my hand and my leg are going to swing together like they're attached to each other, right? Whoop, like so. And as I do that, whoop, right? I am now able to break the grip, right? And then I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna flow back into this, right? So now I'm gonna hold it a little bit tighter, make it so that Dominic can't just easily break this grip. And he's gonna, I want you to push with this arm and pull with this arm. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So see how much more effect that has. So one more time. He gets it, holds it super tight, right? Like cinch it in, right? So you should feel like if I just do it with my arms, it's not gonna work. So I gotta use my whole body to break this grip, and then I get here. And Donald's gonna do it to me. Get more, yeah, more. That's it, yes, yeah. So he had to use his lower body to create an effect, right? Now he's going at an angle, right? So he's transitioning to here, and he does it again to me, holds it tight. It's not working, so I have to, and I can go this way too. So now pull and swing with my right leg back, boom, like so. And then I break the grip, transition. The second one, right? He has a position again, right? Now, with this face push, right? A lot of you guys are trying to swim in underneath the push, and that's never going to happen if they have it tight, right? Especially you have to remember this is a glove sport. So if I try to squeeze in here, it's probably going to be very unlikely for me to actually get in. So what I need to do is I got to go over, right? And in reality, it is a punch, but no, we're not actually punching each other, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to push his head. So see how I go over his arm? I'm not just going to push his head. I'm going to angle off a little bit, right? So see how now, whoop, I go like this. So I get a nice full extension. I get centrifugal force behind my push. So one more time. Whoop. From here, hold it tight. Yeah, make sure I can't just get it out easily. So I can't get underneath, right? Because he's holding it tight. So I go underneath. So I go over the top, excuse me. So I reach over, whoop, swing my way in, right? Pushing his jaw with my palm. And as I do that, I rotate out, right? So now I'm pulling my way. And in reality, I can come here, palm, elbow, whatever. But from here, I'm just going to get into this position. And then, Dominic, you try it. Whoop. So, you know, really, yes. See how it wrenches me out? Like, it's all of a sudden, like, I lose that grip. And then you transition into it. So same thing, you're going to flowing from the one position. You're going to try to break out of that grip, find your grip. But now you have to add some body mechanics, right? So hold it a little bit tighter on your partner so that it should feel like they have to work for it a little bit, yeah? All right, let's give it a try. Think about it. Wow. Hold me really tight, so hold me really tight. Don't let me get up. Let's see how I'm gonna swing a leg back as I go. So as I do it, yeah. So, boom. Better, yeah.
This one up. So, what? There you go.
Good, yeah. Was that the first one or second one?
Second one.
Second one? Yeah, so do that one more time. Woo. So I want you to actually go in the direction where his chin's already pointed. So one more time. So I want you to go use this arm.
Oh, this arm. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, this arm.
No. So you use this arm. You use this arm. Yeah. So sneak it in, and yeah, and turn as you do it. Yeah, turn as you do it. Whoop. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, yes. Nice. Good, Jess. Good. Ah, good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mind your chin. Yeah. There. Yeah. Push up into the elbow. Yeah. Better. Yeah. So stay tall. So stay tall, Armin. So if you hold it tight, right? Squeeze it in tight, right? Like don't lower yourself. That's drifting you down towards the knees. It's all good. No, this is occupational hazard. It's drifting you down towards knees. So what you want to do is when you have it, right? I want to stay tall and just rotate around 1 foot, right? So, yeah. So it's just very relaxed, and I just go like this, right? Yeah. Should feel effortless. Better, yeah, better. Let me see it again.
The face one, yeah.
Yeah, right hand. So in this case, Brenna, your right hand goes to the chin. Scotty's chin. Yes, 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 yes. Nice, nice. Nice, yeah. Ah, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Very good. So yeah, that was like almost an hour of like didn't throw us like aside from the skip knees, you didn't throw a single knee, you didn't throw a single elbow, and that is kind of the points, right? Right. You want to think with clinching, you want to think about trying to get into a good position first before you start throwing your elbows, start throwing your knees, right? Because if you're not in a good position, like trust me when I say like a good clincher will just rattle you around. So it's important to try to swim out of bad positions first before you, or at least like get to a relatively neutral position before you start throwing your knees and elbows, right? Because then you have to always think about your posture by being balanced. Like you can't punch like this. I mean, you can try, but it's not gonna do you much good. So you want to think about like, okay, can I get into a good spot first so that my elbows and my knees have an effect, right? So with that being said, we are now going to throw knees. Okay, so my demo partner. As I talked about in the beginning, right, we don't want to throw these knees up the middle towards our partner's sternum, stomach, right, because those are the knees that are going to have a lot of effect very quickly. They're high scoring as well. So like from a pure points perspective, you don't want to let those knees land. So that's why we keep the hips super close, right? So that if I could try to swing my knee in, but in that sort of position, if Dominic were to try to do that, like try to swing that knee back, whoop, I can like start this, very easy for me to off balance. So the more important thing, or the knees you're probably gonna try to throw more, and the ones I want everyone to get comfortable with, are your curved knees, right? So now I can attack his sides like this, right? So then the way to do it safely, in reality, right, I do spike my knee into his rib cage, to his liver, his kidney, right, and his rib cage on this side. But in order to be able to spar in clinching safely, if you don't have knee pads or don't have good control, you want to think about hitting with the inside of your thigh, right? So it's almost like a check, right? So I lift the leg up and I just swing the leg in. Same thing on the other side. I lift the leg up outward and I swing it in, right? And then Donnie can do the same thing to me. Bomb and bomb. Yeah. So that way we can protect our partners. Bear in mind, if you swing it really hard, it's still going to hurt. But so go easy with your partner, but open the leg up and swing it in, and then open the leg up, swing it in, and Dominic's gonna do the same thing. Whoop, and boom, yes, good. So just play with that for a little bit. Key small things to think about, right? This is why we also have the stance. Try not to like go here and like in the middle, in between your partner's feet and try to do the knee. A, because you're not gonna have a lot of power. B, it's gonna be very easy for you to get swept. Try to lift from where you are. So see how my other leg just kind of stays where it is, and I can just throw here. I can lift, throw here. I don't want to swing it. I don't want to be narrow or in between his feet when I throw the knee. So do the same thing, Dominic. Bump and bump, right? So really quickly, let's play with throwing those curved knees with our partner. Just go in a nice 50-50 position. Don't worry about grips and all that sort of stuff. Just I want to make sure everyone's got that down. All right, let's get to it. Good. Okay, y'all, right away, I want you to, without even me demonstrating it, I want you to start transitioning, right? See if you can like add the pummeling in, trying to get your other grip, see if you can get a good position while exchanging knees, right? I'm kind of gonna let you see, it's gonna get a little messy, and that's kind of the point. I wanna see where it is, because at the end of the day, clinching, you just have to do a crap ton of it, like over and over again, and you just need to kind of feel your way into it. So everything that we've just been practicing for the past hour or so, try to add in. Like, see if you can get a good position, and then work those knees. See if you can break your partner's grip as you do it. But try to get in a lot of those curved knees while you're playing with it, right? So just kind of flow with it. It's not fully sparring, but it's getting to that point where we're sparring in the clinch, right? So let's just get right away to it for our partners, and then we'll take a quick break. Good, good, boom. Yeah, and just be careful of the jewelry, right? Yeah. I'm nervous about you.
You said no room for Jesus in my cross necklace, bro.
That's it. Yeah, good. Yeah, play with it. That's it. Yeah, good. Yeah, there you go. And then work some knees. Yeah, good. That was good. Stay tall. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yeah, nice, Jess. Good, huh? Good. Oh, it's hard to get in now, right? So you gotta figure something else out. Yeah. Oh, you okay?
We were trying to do the.
Oh well.
You okay? You mind telling
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. You're tough. Good. And time. Okay, y'all. Grab a quick drink of water if you need it. We'll just take a 2-minute break, and then we'll jump right back in. Control a lot of knees, and I will leverage on his body. Double bicep control, like so. One bicep control, one on the head. Lots of different things that you can play with, but we're gonna skip today. But just understand that you have getting to this position isn't the end all be all. There's so many other ways you can get a strong grip in clinching. So now we're going to work on some off balancing. But before I let you off balance, who here does not know how to breakfall? Breakfall, like this. Raise your hands if you don't know how to do that. No, a lot of people, right? So while I don't want anyone slamming to our partners to the floor, we should learn how to breakfall before we work into this. It's something that's not really taught often. I'm not a pure Muay Thai guy. I've trained other arts, so I learned how to fall pretty well, so that when I get tossed around, if you saw me get thrown like a rag doll by Liam Harrison, I was like, well, I'm just gonna go with it and just fall, right? So if you can learn a break fall, it's because a lot of these sweeps and dumps are meant to be unpleasant, kind of just you're just dropping into the canvas of the ring, right? So if you can learn to kind of fall properly, it helps diffuse it, makes it less of like you getting the wind knocked out of you, right? So real quick, we're gonna just cover this. So the basic one is you want to think about bending, bring your butt to the floor like a squat, and then you're gonna bring your hands across, and you're gonna keep your chin tucked, right? I don't want anyone hitting their head on the floor. You're just gonna roll onto your back and slap out with your palms. Yes, good. And then get back up. Yeah, so slap the palms. Yes, keep your chin tucked. Yeah, a little bit more roll. Think about rolling onto your back. Don't be flat on the back. Roll one. You should feel very relaxed. Yes. Keep going. Yep. Slap with your palms. You okay? Yeah. Do you know how to fall or? Okay, so you're good. Good. Slap a little earlier, Rory. Yeah. Yeah, keep your chin tucked. Keep your chin tucked. Like a little ball. Palms out. Palms out. Palms slap the floor. Palms slap the floor. Whoop. Good. Good. Okay, so time. So yeah, so the simple way is obviously take it super easy, like bend floor. Later, as you get more used to it, you kind of just fall wherever. But bring your butt low first, teaches you the basic mechanics so that you roll onto your back nice and easy. So that's the basic break fall, right? Going backwards. Your side break fall is a little bit trickier. So think about swinging one leg, like get low, swing one leg out, and as you go, I'm gonna roll along my side, like so. So I'm now landing across my lat, across my hip, and I slap out with one hand, still keep my chin tucked. I don't want you wanna keep that chin tucked so you don't slam your head to the floor, right? And same thing on the other side, right? Nice and low. I swing my right leg out, whoop, and I slap with my right hand and just roll onto the side of my back, right? So practice left and right, just to make sure we got that down. Yes, really slap that floor. Think about creating like a nice triangle. Don't reach out horizontally. Like make a vertical angle. Or excuse me, like a diagonal angle with your arm.
Tucking my right leg in, I'm tucking my right hand.
You're not tucking, you're slapping it out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't fall into your wrist. Yeah. Think of just like, see how I kind of roll from, and then slap out to diffuse energy. Better, yeah. Good, Rory. Yeah, try to think about like a roll, right? You want to roll onto the floor, not just crash. Good. All right, and time. Good enough. So not that we should be throwing that we need to have like a really good break fall, but just in case, really important thing is to try not to reach out like just like go like this, you know. You want to always think about diffusing the energy, right? If you're slamming with all your whole body at once, it's very painful. It's about like rolling from one part of your body to the next so that that energy gets diffused along the motion, right? So with that being said, we are going to play with off balancing, right? So without throwing the knees, right? So right, how do we set up like a big knee up the middle, right? So one simple way is if we're both in a neutral position, I want to try to move his body, right? So that in that moment in time where he's off balance, that's when I can throw the knee. So what you're gonna do, basically like what we did before, like where we pushed up to the elbow, except now we're in a 50-50 position. And this, instead of pulling on his arm, I'm gonna pull on the back of his head. So make sure, you can pull on the neck to be a little bit nicer, because if you start pulling on the crown of the head, it can really wrench your neck, right? So what you're gonna do is my hand that's on my partner's neck is gonna pull, my hand that's on the elbow is gonna drift to the back of the elbow, just like we did before. It's the same motion, and as I do it, right, whoop, I'm off balance, and if he falls, he falls. If he stays upright, whoop, I knee, right? Right, so I can, especially, once you're off balance, you can technically throw either knee, but I like to throw to the side that's open, because his rib cage is a little bit extended, so there's a lot more damage. But obviously, don't actually land the knee. So one more time, if we're both here, my right hand pulls, my left hand pushes, or whatever's hands on the neck. So as I do that, I swing my leg back. So simultaneous motion again. I swing. The smaller the circle, the bigger the effect. If I try to pull really wide, then don't let me pull you. Don't let me pull you. Right? It's like I'm not gonna have any effect. If I almost think of like swinging behind my leg, right? I can get a lot of centrifugal force without even using my other hand to support. But let's use both hands. So other hand is gonna go here, whoop, and pull, and then knee, right? And of course, there are ways to sweep from there, but for now, just work on getting this kind of motion, small little circle, pulling on their neck and pushing up on their arm. So one more time, Dominic. So let's just go. I'm not just gonna bully you for the whole class. So now you try it. So same deal. So and whoop. Good. Yes. Good. Yes. Again. So then we kind of go back and forth, right? So I go whoop, and he goes whoop. Good. Got a little more pull. I go whoop, and he goes. Good. 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 Right. So you start getting a little bit of an effect on your partner's balance. Yep. So just that, and play with it, and we're gonna add on. Yes. All right. Thanks, Sonic. Whoa. Nice. Whoa, good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Whee! More pull. Whee! Can you see it again? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, a little bit more to the pocket. Yeah. Swing that left leg back at the same time as you pull. Ooh. Yeah, so a little bit too direct, right? So if it's this, like without even using this arm, whoop, right? So see how I kind of just pull in direct, whoop, and then, right? I don't even, without even adding this arm, the arm adds extra oomph, but as long as you're aligned with your leg and your arm, you're gonna get a lot of effect, yeah. Oi, nice. Nice, that's good. Yeah. Oi, yeah. Okay, time. Good. So we're gonna build on this, right? So obviously, pulling someone off balance while they're in their base, you can get a lot of good effect, but might be challenging, right? So one way to do it is try to time it when they're throwing a knee. So, All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna play up the knees, right? So you can kind of to keep it simple, you can do it so that we're both throwing right knee. We both have our right hand on the neck, and we're both throwing right knees, right? So I throw a knee and he throws a right knee, right? Just kind of giving it a rhythm to play with, right? Bomb, I knee, he knees, I knee, and whoop, and that's when I move on balance. Yeah. So when his leg is in the air to throw a knee, oh, thank you. When his leg is in the air to throw a knee, that's when I can really get a lot of effect, right? So he's up in one leg. So of course, by simple logic, it's good. He has less balance, right? Because he has one leg in the air, so I can kind of toss him around like a rag doll. So so you can play it so that he throws a knee, I throw a knee, I throw a knee, he throws a knee. So as his leg lifts up, I pull, right? I want to try to get it before he actually makes contact with my rib cage, so that I don't eat a knee unnecessarily. But it's the same mechanics, right? I just pull, right? A little psychological trick of this is that I'm actually intentionally baiting him to throw that knee because I'm kind of starting to weight him down. By weighting him down, he doesn't want to throw that knee. He wants to throw this knee. So I trick him, right? And of course, if you were to just so you understand the principle of this, it doesn't necessarily have to be pulling in the head, pushing on the arm, right? If we were throwing left knees, left knees, left knees, I can push on the head, pull on the arm. Less effect, but it still works, right? So you always want to think about manipulating your partner's head. Where their head goes, their body has to follow, right? It's just pure logic of the body. And of course, if you want to make it a sweep, you would just kind of trip their leg out from underneath them. But you don't have to do that. Just work on getting the off balancing. So one more time. So I throw a knee, boom, he throws a knee. I throw a knee, he throws a knee, right? Boom, and whoop, I pull him off, and then I let him catch his balance, and then I'll let him go. Whoop, oh, sorry, wrong knee. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, good, good. Just a little bit earlier, but yeah, that's the idea, right? So legs up in the air. See if you can feel it, right? Don't look down at it, because then you start collapsing your neck anyway. See if you can feel your partner lifting up to throw the knee, and then go, as opposed to like looking for the knee, right? Because this is about sensitivity, feeling your partner's weight. What are they doing at all moments in time? So like, not that you should close your eyes while you're clinching, but like if you can like pull it off without even looking at them, A for the day. So, all right, so let's give it for a partner and give it a try. Yeah. What's up?
We're in this position like this. Blake waiting for me to throw this knee to throw me off position.
You want to wait for the other knee. Because the reason, so yeah. Because if you pull on the side that his legs lifted and I pull down that direction, he's gonna step his foot back down to the earth, right? You want to pull where he's already on where the base leg is, so he's going like this. Yeah.
And if it is that one, if it is this leg, then I would have to sweep from like the other way. Like,
Yeah, you would push it on the neck, pull on the arm.
okay.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. Woo, good. Yeah.
So am I supposed to? This is the one I'm pulling.
Yeah, the one that you pull. Yeah. It was good. You still got off bouncing. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's good. Your shoulder okay?
Yeah, I just recovered from 2 accidents.
Oh, jeez. Well, as long as you're taking it easy, yeah, don't. Hips closer, yeah. Keep your hips close, yeah. Ah, nice. Good timing right now, yeah. Just keep your hips closer, yeah. Yeah. What? Again?
Where's the opposite?
Wait for the knee to come up.
Okay.
So in this case, throw your left knees. Your left knees.
Does it matter on the grip? That
Only because it's easier to pull on the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right knee to right knee.
Wait, right?
Right knee to right knee. Yeah, right knee to right knee. Whoop. Yeah, go for the rib cage. Whoop. And as the leg lifts up in the air, that's when you pull. Yeah. See how we're just like whoop, was flying? That's it. Nice. Okay, so you do it, Rory? Other way. Good timing, but the other way, yeah. Nice, good, yeah. That was it. That was good. Well, I'll take that, yeah. Different technique, but it works. Keep this elbow in. Yeah, nice and relaxed, yes. Yeah. Oh, good. A little bit too early. Other leg, because you don't want to pull him back down here. You want to pull him in this direction where his leg's already up. Yeah, so see how he steps and gets back his balance? Throw the other knee. Yeah, but same pull. One more time. Give the other knee. Yes. See how he goes swinging? Yeah, that's it. Ooh, yeah, there you go, there you go. Oh, yeah, but he got his balance back because you pulled him towards the leg that was up. So, yeah, he got his balance back because you pull him back down onto his foot, on his free foot. Oh. Don't be sorry. Yeah, so you want to go off the leg that's like off balance, right? So it's like depending on which leg, right? So if you throw either leg, right? Boom, 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 yeah. And then whoop. I want to move you towards the foot that's still on the floor in that direction, as opposed to if you throw that same knee again, I pull you back down, but you come back to your balance, right? At least for now. Like later on, I could do other shit, like where like it's like even if I go that knee and pull you, and I missed it, but I could sweep. No. I don't have time. Oi, good, yes, good. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, good. Oh, all right. Let's see, Jess. What?
Coach, could you show me how we knock each other out balance as we're spinning?
Yeah. So as you go, you throw knees, bump. But you gotta make sure it's the instep, not the flat edge of the foot. So you gotta think about making sure you go to the right part of the foot. Okay. All right. To hell with it. All right. Time. Just for fun. Okay. So if you obviously some of you are managing to pull off, but you need to now go easy on this. So in terms of tripping, sweeping. There's rules in terms of what you cannot do. So actually, it's good. This is a good excuse for me to teach it, right? So you can't do like a hip throw like this. You can't reap the leg or sweep the leg from back. You can't hook the leg, right? A part of it is because they want to differentiate it. Muay Thai authorities wanted to differentiate the sport from something like judo, right? Where you do a lot of these like kind of like foot trips with the inside of the foot or sweeping, all sorts of stuff. So with Muay Thai clinch and being able to off balance, you have to be a little bit more subtle about it, right? But a good rule of thumb is if you want to trip someone or throw someone, you just kind of have to let them fall over your leg as opposed to like sweeping the leg, right? So if I want to like, so it should almost look like they just kind of tripped on their own as opposed to you like throwing them. That's kind of a basic rule of thumb. And if you want to block with the foot, you want to try to use the instep as opposed to the bottom of your foot or the side of your foot. So that if you want to play with it just for a little bit, same throw, same off balancing, but as he goes, whoop, I just trip that, I just kick his leg out from underneath him, right? So nice and easy. I just block that foot from finding balance, right? Because if I just pull and he has good balance and he pulls, and he can possibly recover. But if I pull, whoop, and I trip that foot, he has nowhere else to go except to the floor, right? So if you want to play off that a little bit, you can just go easy. Don't kick hard. In reality, you probably should. But right, like hack that ankle. But to keep it simple, just put your foot out, let them kind of trip over your instep, whoop, and then play off that. And then we'll go into something else, yeah? So same deal, but if you want to play off the actual trip, go for it. All right, we've first thank you, Dominic. Yeah, good.
Right? Okay. Oh, the left, so left.
No, right foot. Right foot blocks his left foot. Yeah. We're trying to get it with the instep. Yeah. So as you pull, yeah, yes. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to pull first, and then just put the foot out. So whoop, yeah. Wrong part of the foot, though, Alex. Try to get more instep. Yeah. Think of it almost like the world's lightest kick. Yeah. So as you pull, I wanna be like that, right? So it's like whoop, bang. Yeah.
In the kick.
Yeah, you pull and as you go, you kick. Yeah. So yeah, one more time. Yeah. So work. Do it off the knee now. So let's knee. So knee, you knee, knee. Whoop. Yeah. Oh, better. Yeah. Okay.
Like the foot placement, like you step back, forward again.
You could potentially, so like you could swing and as you're trying to regain balance, you kick it out, or you kind of pull and kick at the same time. You okay? Oh yeah, nice. Good timing, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little awkward, but the bouncing was nice. It was nice. Boy, good, nice. I wonder if I can go a little over.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh yeah. Nice. Way. Yeah. Good. Okay, time. Oy, nice, Rory. Oh, I'll make a clinch out of you yet. Okay, y'all. Now this is where Muay Thai can get confusing, right? Because different sports, different sanctioning authorities have slightly different rules and like what is legal, what is not legal, and clinchers. So like things that I've learned that are like very traditionally good Muay Thai steeps. Like all of a sudden, they're like one day they're like, you can't do that anymore. We're like, oh shoot. So you always have to make adjustments, but or be willing to accept the foul. One foul is not a big deal in a fight. So now just the same principle, just to teach you the working the same sort of flow, but a slightly different way to throw someone is as opposed to trying to kick out their leg or trip their leg with your foot. You can use your leg as a kind of just like a pillar for them to kind of fall over, right? So the way you do this is from the same position. Like I'm going to throw the knee, but subtly just bring my trap my foot, bring my foot next to his foot, and as he knees, whoop, easy, right? It's like I literally do nothing with my foot. I trick him into kneeing me by pulling down, and as he goes, whoop. I just kind of throw them over my leg. You good, Dominic? Yeah. So, whoop. Where's the other thing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Okay, so one more time. Excuse me. Technical foul, technical difficulties. Okay, so what you're gonna do is the same principle, and again, you can play with the other side, but think about after I knee, instead of just resetting to my stance, whoop, I just kind of slide it down where his foot's next to mine, and as he knees, I just trip him over that leg, and I don't do anything extra. So like, actually, don't bring your foot out, and don't bring your foot out. Like as you trip him, right? As you trip him, knee, whoop, I just keep my foot planted, right? Because then you don't want to look like you're doing like a foot sweep, right? So play with that, and then we're gonna work into entering clinch and exiting out of clinch to close that class. Yeah. So thank you, Dominic. Yeah. I just subtly place my foot down and just trip him over. Whoop. Oh, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. If you
I have an issue with this.
if you can't take the fall right now, like no problem. Just working the off balance.
Issues with my hip, so I'm a little
Yeah.
But she's doing
Ooh, nice, good. That's it. Good, yeah. Good, right? Nice. Ah, yeah, good. Nice, good, yeah.
Do you have any tips on like remembering how to fall?
You just have to do a ton. You just have to do it. You just have to fall.
Yes, you'll go. You go.
Well, we gotta practice more fall. We gotta practice more falling. As the knee comes, bait the knee. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good. You guys got it? Nice, yeah. Just careful with the wrist, yeah. Whee! Okay, time. Very nice, y'all. So, I know we started like 10 minutes late, so I'm gonna try to sneak us. Time, guys, time. Just so you can hear. I know we started a little late, so I'm gonna try to sneak us into 11:10. So obviously, 1:10. So if you have to go early, no worries. But I want to make sure we get the full 2 hours worth. So we work some basic, a lot of basic things, right? Off balancing, positioning, how to swim, right? And so the hope is that as you now that you've taken this camp, you can start trying to apply it where you can, like in sparring or wherever. And starting to feel for it. Again, it's like not necessarily like, oh, I have to do this exact technique at this exact time. It's more about feel, timing, and just kind of like getting as much leverage as possible. Because like, if you have those things, then you can kind of find your own sweeps in the heat of the moment, as opposed to trying to remember like, okay, what exactly was that one off balancing technique that Coach Dan taught us? Like, maybe you'll remember it, but hopefully it will become more natural to you as you just get more comfortable in the clinch, start understanding your balance, your opponent's balance, et cetera, et cetera. So we've spent a lot of time going over like what happens when you're in clinch. Now the question is, how hell do you actually get in there? And if we have time, how the hell do we get out, right? So, this is like if you want to be a Muay Thai fighter, someone or a Muay Sock fighter, someone who wants to enter into clinch, right? So, Dominic, the basic thing is we want to make sure we are controlling our partner's upper body, right, on the way in. Like if I'm just trying to grab Dominic like this, you just elbow me, right, punch me, right? Like so, no. If you do this camp, I don't want to see any one of you ever doing this bear hug thing ever again, right? That's nothing. That's nothing. I'm gonna punch you in the face. So you want to think about entering safely one hand at a time, right? And at the same time, I want to control his arms as much as possible. So if Dominic's in his stance, right now we're back into the Muay Thai stance. I think, okay, how do I enter, right? The most important thing is like keep your hands up, and if nothing else, I control his limbs, maybe one at a time, right? And don't use your opposable thumbs. Think about the fact that you would normally wear gloves with this, so you have to think like fins as opposed to hands, right? Keeping our fingers tight. Fingers and thumb tighten together. So now from here, I can start to manipulate him a little bit, right? So what you're gonna play with is just going one hand at a time, controlling your partner's guard. And the simple way is I can pull it down, like, right? Just shuck it down a little bit, go here, and then go here, right? And one more time, right? I can clear the hand. Maybe I control both right away. I can start feeling where his energy is, and I can pull either hand down and try to get into my clinch position wherever it may be. So I'm gonna control his arms like so. Lots of different things. You can just pull it down. I can push and pull, right? So now I'm kind of like shoving one hand into his chest so that he can't use it, and I'm trapping the other one to my own chest, right? And then from here, I can, sorry about that, but I can clinch up and work my way in. So what you're gonna do is now you're gonna start from out of the pocket. So now we're both gonna be in our kickboxing stance, and it's just one person's gonna go. Just think about the leading of your hand, keeping this tight. Maybe I control this hand, and then from here, and then I start working my way, sliding my way down. You don't want to go right to the head, right? You have to think like, I have to get past his wrist, his elbow, his shoulder in order to get to the head. So what can I do to clear it? Maybe I control his bicep before I start working my way into the head, yada, yada, yada. So just for a little bit, play with it. So back and forth. So Donald, you try something. So just control my hand, not with thumbs, not the thumbs, and just start swimming in, So just play with it a little bit. You can give a little bit of resistance to your partner, so like don't let me grab, don't let me clinch you, right? So like try to get away a little bit, and then I'm gonna start working my way in, and then see if you can get in close, and then reset. Other person will go, yeah. So feel it out a little bit, like experiment. This is your chance to experiment and see what you can do to kind of control their limbs so that you can work your way in, yeah. All right, let's give it a try. Push forward, yeah. Whoop. Yeah, good. Yeah, and then, there you go. That's it. That's a run. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good position. Yeah. Nice, good. Think about going palms forward first and then pulling. Yeah, like control, like go here first, and then I start pulling a little bit, as opposed to going right to the pull. Because you might just get clipped with an elbow, so. Better, yeah.
For this one, it's like, so I don't know, I was thinking about like smacking away, like hurting, like
Yeah.
stepping in, but then what do I do about like this arm, right?
Catching damage.
You just, I mean, you got.
You go take damage.
I mean, possibly, right? If you go here, like I gotta be aware of this, right? So if I'm gonna go there, I gotta manipulate as much as possible. Yeah, keep your head low, right? Make sure, because you can also go to the side. If I get here and then this close, my head's safe here. It's gonna be hard for him to hit me with something here. So then I work my way in, as opposed to trying to go into where.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna enter, I probably would want to enter like this way.
Yeah.
Just I see that.
Okay, time. Okay, so one last little thing on the entry, right? So, couple of ways, like so in terms of entry, right? You know, like if you're a clincher and you want to get into clinch, you do have to take. It's an occupational hazard. You're probably gonna eat some punches on the way in, like shots. It is just the nature of the beast. So bear that in mind. But one simple way, not one a simple way, but just be aware, right? Before I get into the actual technique, just be aware that this control gives you a lot of options, right? So if he's in his guard, if he's in his Muay Thai guard, and I'm controlling here, I can play the hand fighting game. Remember, you can also knee before you go. Right? Once you have control of the limbs, you have many options. As opposed to just playing like a hand fighting game. But gonna give you one option using elbows, right? Elbows are our closest range weapon, so naturally they're gonna be the most likely weapon to bring you into clinching range. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna go nice and easy. So this happens a lot. So Dom's gonna do, there's a big wide hook. So if it's his left hook, yeah, just like that. I'm gonna use that opportunity. I'm gonna take that risk of crashing right in. So as he goes, I crash in with my elbow, right? But don't actually elbow your partner. So super slow motion. As he goes, if I see that wide hook coming, then I wanna, because his power is here. So if I can go here, then I'm okay, right? So, and as I do that, my elbow is, I'm just gonna show my elbow. But my other hand is gonna still go control his limb, because if I don't do anything with this, I should at least be here. But he might throw an elbow, so I might eat that. So as I come in, I'm already controlling his other limb, and then I can start working into the clinch. Same thing on the right-hand side. If he throws like an overhand, I crash in with my same side elbow. So if it's his right hand, my left elbow is going to crash in. Like aim for the chest so you don't crack him. But that's what you're trying to do. So as he goes, whoop, I go here. And my other hand right away controls, and then I can start working into my clinch, right? So again, he gives me that left hook. My right elbow is gonna show, right? A spear elbow, and then this other hand's gonna control. If there's this side, whoop, I control here, and then I go in, right? So go slow so you don't crack your partner, right? Just show that elbow, and then try to work your way into the clinch from that position. Back and forth, yeah? All right, let's get to it. Even more. Step 1, 2. Whoop. Yeah. Yeah, and just control that other arm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, And just think about now the other hand controls that limb. The free limb. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, just latch on. Nah, yes. Yeah, control the other arm. Yes. And then you can work your way into clinch, yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, control the limb. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, do it again. Feed the hook. Yeah. Woo. So don't go right in. Elbow, slower. So Scotty. No, don't go right away. So slower. Yeah, elbow, then attach. Yes. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good. Nice, this is a good gest. Yeah. And just control that other limb first too, right? Elbow and hand. Elbow and hand. Yeah. Like control, like literally. So if you give me that hook, right? So I see out here, and then I can fight a little bit better. So yeah, I control that other limb. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Literally, like just slap his slap. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yeah. You go over underhook. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, control the other limb first too, right? Just be mindful of that. That other hand might fire, so you gotta control it right away. Yeah, bigger, wider hook. Yeah, yeah. So it's not. Yeah, that's better.
That's not a lot, right?
What?
If like, let's say we're in a bear hug like this, and I get to clinch, I can't lift them up and then sweep the leg out, right?
No, because at that point you can just toss them. You can toss. Yeah. You just can't do a backbreaker. You can't go to the lower back. You have to go to the upper back. Yeah, yeah.
Even with that, I can't like sweep them out.
You can trip them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice, good, Jess. And time. Very good. Right. So many other ways to enter in the clinch, but the other person's a better clincher. First way, see if I can get through both of these really quickly, is think about like leaning back, but not like so far that I'm off balance. Just like literally, just like bring your head away. So try to clinch me. Ooh, try to like grab, try to clinch me. Try to grab it. Try to grab it. Try to grab it. Yep. So you see how I kind of pull my head away a little bit. Even if he gets one position, then I can start like get here. I can like use my shoulders to move him away. Right. So of course you can't do this forever. If you keep doing that, they're gonna start probably trying to punch you instead. But think about now. It's almost like playing keep away with your head, right? Because if they have control of your head, they have control of you in the clinch. So if I can play with this idea, and this is just to teach you the principle again. Like I just use my shoulders and use my feet to move away, and then once I'm safe, then I won't do whatever. But play with it a little bit, back and forth. Try to grab them in that plumb position, and just use your shoulders, move your feet. Try to whip their heads away a little bit. Yeah. So let's play with that for a second. All right. Or two. Yeah. Use your elbows. Good. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, time, y'all. All right, it's good. It's good. So, would that were so easy, but right. But yeah, if you can keep the head away, then they can't grab you. But in reality, probably not. Like you're probably gonna keep it tight, like so, like your hands a little bit up. But sometimes I want you guys to have your hands down, or I want you to have your hands down, just so that like you get them really understand that's not your hands, it's your shoulders and your feet working together. But yeah, in reality, yeah, keep your hands up. Don't because like you start doing this, then like, well, okay, then I'm just gonna start. Yeah. So one last thing, and then I'll close you guys out. So let's say they get you in clinch, right? And they're like, oh man, I did all that work, now I'm stuck. So at the very least, try to keep your hips close. So let's say he's got a good position, right, or whatever, and he's like got his and he's working knees. But I'm gonna keep my hips close because it's a good strategy. Hips close so he can't get the big knees on me, right? But he's still in a better position, so he has to work those clinch knees, those curved knees, right? So curved knees, right? So right, I'm like, oh man, I'm stuck. Oh, and there it goes again. Huh? Yeah, maybe. Okay. So as he's going here, so what's gonna happen? No matter where you are, so as he comes, brings the knee up, I'm gonna work on that. So as the knee goes up, whoop, I just push off. So as the knee comes up, I lift my leg up underneath it. I'm not quite kneeing him, but I am kind of shelving it. So from there, I want to push in this direction, right? I want to push him off this way. If that other knee comes and he has a good position, he knees, yeah, he knees, whatever knees. Boom, boom, right? I push him off. So it's like a little Superman punch. If it's the other leg, right? Boom, like that. Boom. I push him off like this. So I want to use the timing of the same principle of like using the timing of lifting your leg up, but I'm pushing off. Literally, it kind of doesn't really matter what you do. Literally, just try to push his upper body away as it goes. Yep. And I just break the grip. Use this sort of like motion to get him off. Right. So let's play with that for the last bit of class. So if it's this left knee, lift your right knee up and push to 11 o'clock. And if it's his right knee, lift your left leg up and push to 1 o'clock. Right, so try to just literally just shove them off you, right? See if you can. As the person kneeing, try to hold on, but it should be that if your partner times it right, you should just be flying anyway. So give it a try. Whatever it is, try to get to that. Just try and push it on his body. Yeah. So again, so one more time. Wait for the knee. Wait for the knee. So as the knee. So you get it. So wait. So knee. 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 Yeah. I just get wherever my hands can get and just shove off. But you gotta get your knee underneath and then shove off. Yeah. Yeah. So get underneath his leg. Other leg. Your other leg, yes. So like literally think of like your leg becomes a shelf for his leg. Yeah. So from there, that's better, yes. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, so you gotta go more forward, bring your leg up more, Brenda. So yeah. So literally think about. Wait, who's doing?
He's just doing it.
Okay, so as the knee lifts up, get your leg even more. So less like your knee. Excuse me, your thigh. Get your thigh underneath her thigh.
Okay.
So more. Yeah, and then push off in this direction. A little bit more up. Get your leg in deeper. Yeah. Nice.
It's like whiplash. Right?
Yep. Good. A little bit more off the direction. So do that again. So you gotta go right leg to 1 o'clock. So grab me, right? Hold tight. Yeah. Work your knees. Yeah. Knees again. Yeah, so don't worry about the hand position, Alex. Just like when the knee comes, lift and go. Yes. Yeah, good. Yeah, a little bit more often off towards the shelf on that one, yeah. Do it again. Can I see it again? Yeah, a little bit more on an angle, so the knee comes. Knee comes, right? You grab me tight. Yeah, grab me tight. Whichever. Yeah, grab me. Doesn't matter, but get a good strong position on me. Okay. Yeah, work your knee. Bong, right? Knee. Bong, knee. Bong. Keep kneeing. A little more. Ooh, yeah. Because if you push straight back, he might get his balance back again. But push off to the side, it's going to be much harder for it to reestablish. Yeah, just a little more oomph. It's okay. You'll be fine. Yeah, nice, nice, good, 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 yeah. Good. Yeah, good, good, good. Yeah. Yeah, it's like knee shield stuff, yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, time! So yeah, it's 1:15, so, right? So just as I've been saying, right, we're only scratching the surface of what you can do in clinch, right? And I didn't have time for this, but there are other ways, like, we worked on trying to get out of, like, make sure they didn't get us in clinch. We worked on a way of trying to actually push them off of us in clinch. But you can also, like, you have to remember, right, it's a sport, and in clinching, like, it's not like in like jiu-jitsu or, right, where you're trying to get to submission. You can just stall, right? So, like, if I can just, like, if he grabs me tight, and, like, I can just kind of, like, hold on and, like, make sure he can't knee me at all. Like, I can wait until the ref breaks me, right? I can, like, if I'm up against the ropes and he's trying to knee me, I can use stuff like knee shields, right? Keep him at bay, stuff like that. Control his lower body with my shin, things of that nature. So, didn't have time for that, but I want you to at least be aware that if nothing else, like, try to at least, you can, if you're stuck in it, you can't get out, try to at least stall, right? Until, like, so that, like, because, like, then it's kind of like the ref's just gonna, like, break you. He's like, all right, time. Right? So that is also a strategy as well, right? But cover a lot of different things, posture, balance, right? If nothing else, the things I want you to take away from this camp is your base and your posture, right? If you can kind of really get comfortable in this base, being relaxed in it, and then just start learning to feel your partner's energy, then there's so much you can do in clinch, right? There's things you can discover yourself or techniques you discover from other coaches, right? And start applying it because you're starting to understand, you develop the principle of, like, your posture and how to move in this way, so that so that it becomes like your own, right? I can only teach you so much. All the coaches here can only teach you so much. You being able to apply it yourself is where the real magic happens in. So any quick questions before I close you guys out? All right, so beautiful work, everybody. So awesome job. Thank you for coming to Clinch Camp. So, right, so obviously I'm always happy to answer any questions. If you want to get deeper into this with privates or whatever, I'm always available, but hopefully I've given you a lot to work with. Yes, so hands and feet together. And what do we say? Sawadee Krap. All right, have a good rest of your Saturday, everybody. Woo!